on again. I doubt I'll have it off much. It's too cosy. I've closed my blinds, but it's white outside. It's pure white, but it's more... It has been snowing a tiny bit, but when I was sleeping. But it's pure white and it's just like ice outside. And my heart was in my mouth there. I was watching wee old ladies coming out of mass. And they were walking across that road, holding on to each other. And I was like, oh God, please don't anyone fall down. Right, hold on, I get the chat up. And I've got my water, wait to get my water, I've got my water. Elle, good morning to you, lovely Elle. Good morning, good morning. There's my lovely Jacqueline. Good morning, sweet Jacqueline. I hope you're doing good. Sarah, good morning to you. Wait till I fix this and then we'll talk. Lovely Joyce sent me a wee message yesterday and it got me thinking. Good morning, lovely Hayley. Why is it there? It is. That's working. Right, okay. Wait a minute. To get the chat, it's going to annoy me. There's my sky. My beautiful sky. My beautiful sky. Where are we? Right. Guess what I have got coming today? Thank you very much, Jacqueline. Look at my lovely... That was my daughter Amanda that gave me that. Look at Snoopy. I don't want to take it off. I've had it on since I got it because it's so cosy and snuggly warm. So it is. And as I say, it's pure... Look at the state of the handle. It's pure white outside. Right, there I've got it on. I've got the chat. Good morning, golfer girl. Jacqueline, Roxy, good morning. Ella said good morning to you. Hayley. Sarah B said good morning. Good morning, everyone. Okay. So, Joyce, lovely Joyce, sent me a message yesterday. And she said, is there any kind of Scottish traditions for New Year? And there's loads. There's loads of Scottish traditions for New Year. So I thought I would go through them all with you. In case you didn't know what we get up to. Right, there's a lot of flavouring involved. Back in the day, there's my lovely M, there's my sweet M. Good morning, my lovely M. So, what we like to do for New Year's Eve, we'll talk about food first of all, right? We'll talk about food. We always have to have steak pie. That is the, know how like you have turkey for Thanksgiving or Christmas? Steak pie is where it's at on Hogmanay. That's New Year's Eve, if you didn't know, that's what we call it, Hogmanay. So you've got to have your steak pie, and you've got to have mashed potato, or you could have roast potatoes, and then some sort of veg like sweet corn or peas or whatever you fancy. And then gravy, you've got to have your gravy. Right, so that's your meal, that's your dinner. Now you're not supposed to start drinking until after the bells, and the bells is midnight, right? So you're not meant to start drinking until after the bells, but everybody drinks before the bells. Who are we kidding on? We're Scottish, we like our tipple. So, well, you know, we're not meant to, but you're meant to toast the new year in with your flavourings. So on the table as well, you've got to have shortbread. That's a must. You've got, in your MD's buffet, you've got to have shortbread, and you've got to have a cake called Madeira cake. And it's kind of like a sponge cake, but it's quite thick and heavy. And you can get it just plain Madeira cake, or you can get it with cherries. Some people that are posh have the two cakes on the table with the shortbread. So you must do that. Yeah, Madeira cake's beautiful. And then, now this is a tradition I don't think they do anymore, but in my day it was a big thing. Before midnight happens, someone in the house, your household, gets thrown out to stand outside until after the bells, so that they can be your first footer, we call it. Right, you're not meant to leave your house on New Year unless you've been first footed. So that means, it was always me and my brother. Me and my brother used to get kicked out at 2 minutes to 12 in a freezing cold Hogmanay night like that, shouting through the letterbox, has it happened yet? No, you've still got a minute. We'd be outside like that. Has it happened now? No, it's not happened now. And eventually As it happened, right, come in, then you've got to chap the door, and then they answer the door, and then you come in, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. So you're the first footer, right? But you're not meant, when you're first footing, you used to have to bring a loaf of bread, right, so that the house would always have food. Of course, a bottle of booze, right, so the house would always have drink, and a lump of coal, so the house would always have heat, like that. And then you would go in and you would party. So I think that's it. I think that's basically our traditions for Hogmanay. That's what we always done. But I've not had a first footer in years. Maybe that's where I'm going wrong with the bad luck. This year I'm sending Peter out. Go out there and stand. He'll be through the letterbox. Is it ready, Mum? No, stay out. Yeah, well, the steak pie, I've got a wee individual steak pie, so I have for New Year. Good morning, lovely Hayley. I had a lovely Christmas, thank you. Pound cake, you call it? Yeah, I think it is the kind of same as pound cake, only you would have cherries. Madeira cake, you would have like cherries in it, but it's like I think it's not as fluffy. It's not like a fluffy cake. It's quite a heavy cake. So it is. But we always had Madeira cake and shortbread. You always had your shortbread. I've got fancy shortbread. I think it's shortbread with cinnamon or something. I've got in there for New Year. And I've got some blue cheese, which I like mature cheese. I've got cheese and things like that as well. But this stuff needs to be ate before I start my diet. You see, I've got to get these things ate. Ooh, it's vanilla cake. See, I like vanilla as well. I do. I like vanilla. Chocolate's a bit rich. If it's just a little bit of chocolate, but like a full chocolate cake's too heavy for me as well. Oh, 12 round fruit in a bowl. Oh my goodness, a favourite is pineapple. Pineapple's my favourite fruit. See, I've not closed my blinds very good. Look, see the light glaring in to give me a migraine. I'll need to sit like this the entire video now because I can't be bothered getting up to fix the blinds. You know, I could probably, oh no, don't even look at it. I'll end up with Oh my goodness, the shops are... Mate, Poppy! There's squirrels over the road, and she's probably spotted one. See, I love blue cheese. I love blue cheese. Yeah, it's too rich for chocolate cake. But there is a lovely steak and sausage. I think it's McLaren's, or I can't remember, but Asda do it, and it's a steak and sausage pie, and it's really tasty. I've just got a wee individual. I've got a wee sad one like that. A sad like that. But some people go all out with their steak pie. You know, it's a big steak pie, and they've got what do you call it, pastry. They make pastry with it and all of that good stuff. And they would normally have their dinner about 9 or 10 o'clock that night, because see, after the bells, the party went on until January the 2nd. Oh no, we've not got anything like that at Easter. I don't even think we've got any Easter traditions. I don't think so. Right, now I'm boiling up, so I need to take the house coat off. Because I'm getting blinded. Hold on, I'll show you how lazy I am. I'm going to get this big long stick and try and fix. There we go. Is that better? There. See? It's a selfie stick. It's multifunctional. There we go. I didn't need to get up after all. Sky, I didn't really go all out. I just got my my wee individual steak pie that was, I think it was Asda's own make, and it was like £1. And I've got some mashed potato. That's all I'm having with gravy. So that's what I'm going to be having. Do you know, I'm taking a bloody... I always do it, always end up... Oh. There, get the fan one. Oh, burning up now. See how fast I take hot flushes? It's unbelievable. Oh, I tried a martini yesterday afternoon and I drank about that much out it, and then I poured the rest down the sink. I couldn't be bothered. I can't do the drinking during the week. I really did try. I was trying my hardest yesterday to do it. I couldn't. I had to pour it out. I'm no good at midweek or it's not a beginning of the week drinking. I'm no good at it. I'm only good on a Saturday or a Friday if it's Christmas. This guy, I was trying to force myself. So the rest of the bottle's in there. I poured the glass down the sink, but the rest of the bottle's in there. And if my son doesn't want it, that bottle's getting poured down the sink as well, because I didn't even really enjoy it. So what's the point? Yes, oh no, I couldn't do that, drinking and work the next day. I don't even drink and then drive the next day, no matter what I have, because I'm that paranoid, because my driving licence means everything to me. I would hate to lose it. Plus, I would hate to cause an accident or something. You just don't know. I don't, because there's been times I've been saying to people, look, I am not drunk at all. I'm not even drunk. I'm actually sober, and I've been absolutely wasted. And the next day I thought, oh my God, I was wasted, and I was telling people I wasn't drunk at all. Yeah, well, I thought I would give it a go yesterday, but it didn't work. I couldn't be bothered with it. Because the point is, I've got millions of booze in there that I got for my Christmas. I got 2 bottles of Baileys, and I got 2 litres of vodka. The vodka will last me a long time. Vodka, and I've got other stuff in there. So I was thinking, I better use some of this up. I'll have a martini, and it'll be refreshing, and I'll enjoy it. And I was like, so I thought, I'm not going to, it's going down the sink. So it went down the sink, and then I carried on just drinking my iron brew. I'm a lightweight. See, back in the day I could do it, but I can't do it now. I'm an old fart. That's what I am. I'm a happy old fart though. I don't mind being old. Oh, there's nothing wrong with eating peanut butter out the jar. Nothing. On a spoon like that. Just like that film, Meet Joe Black. That's one of my favourite films, though I cry every time. And he just sits and eats the peanut butter out the jar. Nothing wrong with that. Yes, Sky. Like, I'm not drunk. I am not even drunk. I'm not even tipsy, but I love you all. I've loved you all for years, but I'm not drunk at all. And then you're like, oh Christ, I was absolutely hammered, wasn't I, last night? The worst thing is if you've got to go around apologising for your behaviour. I'm sorry about last night. That I don't know what came over me. See, like that time that I was hammered, it was someone's 21st birthday, right? It was this girl's 21st birthday. And they got a bouncy castle. You know how the bouncy castle that kids go on, right? They say we'll get an adult's bouncy castle. Wouldn't it be fun if we're all flavoured out or not, and we're on this bouncy castle bouncing? So I'm flavoured. We're all, listen, there's not a sober one in the house, right? Not a sober one in. So we're on this bouncy castle anyway, but I've got a skirt on, and then I've got tights. Now, I've not only got tights, I've got black tights, but I'm wearing white knickers. That doesn't match, ladies. You should have black knickers with black tights, but here I like to mix it up. Who's going to know anyway? It turns out the whole street, but so there I am bouncing on the bouncy castle with the skirt and all the rest of it. And as I bounced down, the back of my heel went on the back of my skirt, and as I bounced up into the air, the skirt was gone. And there I am in my black tights and my white knickers. bouncing away in this bounce castle. Everybody's loving it. Look at Linda, look what she's doing. What's she doing? Look what she's doing now. She's doing stuff, everyone. Get your phone. Take a picture right now. So that was me. in the middle of the street, skirtless, with uncoordinated tights and knickers on. Because I thought, who's going to know? Nobody's going to. The only person who'll ever see that is my husband, and he couldn't care less what colour my tights and knickers were. But it turned out everybody seen the shame. And that was the only thing, that's the only thing that I thought to myself wrong with that situation was, why did I not wear black knickers? Linda, you knew you had black tights on. Why did you not wear your black knickers and black tights? Why did you need to wear a comfy pair of white knickers? I could have had a nice wee black thong on, you know, something like that, and that would have been like that, but no. So that was an occasion I was like, I don't know if I should apologise for that or not. Should I apologise for that incident? Yes, yeah, I don't think the naked lady has underwear. I think the naked lady just objects to any kind of clothing, really. You can tell that she'd be quite comfortable at a nudist camp. I can't imagine ever having a conversation with MD butt naked. Even my own children, I'd say, going to give me a minute, Henty, I get my knickers and that on, and then I'll speak to you. You know, get my knickers on, and then we can talk. I'm not just going to... And she was leaning to it. There's this kind of pole, not a pole, but this kind of square-shaped pillar in the middle of the changing room. And she had her arm on it like this, you know, talking to me about the whole COVID situation. I'm thinking, lady, you're putting your germs everywhere. COVID's now all over that pillar. She was going, it's terrible this about the COVID situation. I'm going, oh aye, it's bad, it's bad. I'm wringing out my costume like, oh, it's terrible, don't make eye contact. That was the day I went out this swimming, dripping, my hair wasn't even dried, it was dripping wet, and no lotion, which I always lotion up because my skin takes a battering with the chlorine. Lotion didn't get put on that day, there was no time. I had to get out of there as quickly as possible and leave her to her naked shenanigans alone. Yes, I remember that. You used to have the day of the week on. See, that's the kind of same thing. I mean, if I'd have been bouncing that bounce castle and I had Tuesday's knickers on and this was a Saturday night, people might think I'd had them on since Tuesday. You know, because they might be like, oh, she's smelly. she's a smelly girl. Stay away from her. She's got Tuesday's knickers on. I don't think she put them on today, Saturday. She looks the type, doesn't she? She does. So that was me, white knickers and black tights. So listen, see if you are going a night out, be prepared, as the Boy Scouts say. Be see that I learnt my lesson from that, to be prepared, and I learnt the lesson from the whole knickers inside out incident that I had with the physiotherapist, to check I'm putting my knickers on the right way. Yeah, stuff like that always happens to me. But see now, see after the whole cancer thing and my top off every single appointment I've got, I just go in naked now. I just start taking my clothes off as I enter the doctor's surgery now. I've got a sore finger, but I'm completely nude in case you want to check me over, doctor. Right, I'm going to tell you a story, right? I've never told you this before because I'm embarrassed about this story. I'm really embarrassed about this story. But I'll give you my frame of mind first of all, right, before we get into this whole story. You're going to think she's so stupid. My Amanda, when she was wee, I thought she was going deaf, right? And she hadn't been well and stuff like that. And I had had no sleep for about a week. And I'm not kidding. I must have had like an hour or two here and there. but I had no sleep at all for about a week. So, and I was worried about Amanda because she was sitting at the TV and we were going, Amanda, Amanda, like that, and she wasn't even turning around. I'm thinking, she's deaf. How did we not know this before? She's deaf. She's having problems with her ears, and going to need to take her to the doctor, right? So I'm up there. I'm up there with her, and I'm absolutely worried sick. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I can't believe this. This is, and a serious situation was going on here. So I took her into the doctor. I was in tears. And I said to the doctor, Doctor, I think she's going deaf, or I think she is deaf. We've been trying to talk behind her and say her name, and she doesn't respond at all. You know, it's not unless we're really loud that she'll turn round and all the rest of it, right? So she was sitting on my knee, and the doctor says, I'll just give her a little bit of an examination, right? So he put the child at ease. He was joking about with Amanda, going, see this little instrument? I'm just going to have a wee look in your ear, okay? I'm going to have a wee look in your ear. And he looks in her ear like that, and he goes, it's all blocked, it's all blocked. I can't see through the other side of your head. I can't see through the other ear. It's so blocked in there. And I was going, really, doctor? Oh my God, that's terrible. She's just completely blocked and all that. I thought it was an instrument that I don't know what I was thinking, right? But I was going, oh my God, it's completely blocked. No, and he's going, I can't see through your other ear hole, so it's really blocked in there. And I was going, oh my God, it's blocked, it's blocked. And I had come out, right? And I said to my ex-husband, I said, he's gave me tablets. I says, I think she's got an ear infection. I says, but when he looked in her ear, he couldn't see out the other ear because it was completely blocked inside. And he said to me, are you having a laugh? I said, what? He says, you can't see from that ear right out. He says, there's brain and everything all in there. He says, you can't see out the other side. And I went, what did he say that to me for? And my ex-husband went, he'd have been joking, he'd have been trying to put ease at ease. And then I thought, oh, I'm an absolute dafty now, ain't I? Reacting like that, and the doctor's going to think to say, we've got a live one here. Phone up somebody for her. But I wasn't thinking straight. I wasn't thinking straight. And I thought that there was some kind of device that let a doctor see through one ear that would go all the way through and he'd be able to see out that. I don't know what I was thinking. That was what I was thinking at the time. But I was sleep deprived and I was worried sick. So now I get made a fool for that story. And probably quite rightly so. But I was, listen, I didn't think it was a joking moment, doctor. I didn't think it was a time to joke, doctor. But Amanda's on my knee and I'm going, oh my God, we can't see through the other side. This is a disaster. This is a disaster. And the doctor's looking at me, but I'm not realising that it was all a joke. So yeah, that was embarrassing. That was an embarrassing story. God forget it. I know, I didn't think it was a time for a doctor to be joking. I just thought, oh Jesus, they can't see through it because it's completely blocked inside. That's why she's turning deaf. So people bring that story up a few times as well. It's Jane. Good morning, lovely Jane. Good morning. But I was I was stressed out. I was absolutely stressed out, and I didn't think it was a joking moment. No, she had a wee infection, so she had got antibiotics. But I was saying the doctors gave her antibiotics, so it's completely blocked in there. My ex-husband was like, are you kidding me on? I'm going, I'm not kidding you on. They looked at the thing and they couldn't see out the other side. I was a worrier. Yes, I'll go and have a look at it after this. I'll have a wee look at your video. I do overreact, especially with the kids. I used to overreact a lot. And there was another occasion, but it was with Sophie this time. See, I went round all my children like this. I told you this story, and we had a white car at the time. That's important to mention. We had a white car, and we decided the Campsie House that I've showed you a few times. When I come out my swimming, you can see the Campsie House, beautiful. We decided we'd go for a picnic. So we all went out of the house, big smiles on our face. We had a little picnic with egg sandwiches and stuff like this. A cup of, a flask of tea and all that. We thought, and we had my dog. That was a big Dalmatian. We had him with us up the camp. We'll go this lovely picnic up the Campsies. So we reaches this spot right up the top of the Campsies. Right, there's not a house to be seen anywhere. Right, just maybe a farmhouse dotted about. You know, sheep, all that kind of stuff, cows all roaming. And there was this little car park, and there was one other couple away over a bit. So we gets out the car, and I sets up the spread. I sets up the spread. And Sophie said, "Mum, can I take my socks and shoes off?" And I went, "Oh, of course you can. It's this lovely up here. You can get the grass in between your toes and all that and enjoy that." So Sophie took her socks and shoes off. Next thing, she's crying, "My foot, my foot." I looks and her foot is cut wide open, right? So I sits her on top of the bonnet of the white car, which made it look like a murder scene, a lot worse. The blood was everywhere over this car. Right, it was a cut about that, but it bled. Right, it was a cut about this. Somebody had smashed a bottle, the arseholes. Anyway, there I am, up the Campsies, not a soul to be seen, well, apart from they two over there, shouting, "We need a doctor immediately! Someone call 999, we need an ambulance up here right now." Mike's husband's going, "Would you calm down? There's no doctors up here." And I'm going, "We need a doctor." It's going, "There's no doctors." Right, so anyway, it calms me down, right? Oh, it calms me down. We pours water on the cut, and it's only a wee cut like that. So we wraps it up. I had a wee kit in the car, a wee medical kit. So we wraps up our foot. Everything's fine, right? Everything's fine. We wash the blood for the front of the car. Car's covered in blood. We hose that down, get all that off. So we were on edge, right? So the next thing, the dog, our big Dalmatian, sees a big field. There was a big field like that. It was a big empty field, right? And the dog goes in this field, and as soon as he goes in the field, meh, meh, sheep just start coming up, bang, 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 like that. So the dog gets excited, so he's running. These sheep are legging it. My big Dalmatian's chasing this sheep, and I'm shouting, "Help! The farmer's going to shoot my dog with a gun." "Harvey, come back." His name was Harvey. "Harvey, come back. He's going to get shot with a shotgun." That trip, we went out the house like that. Yeah, picnic. See, by the time we came home, we were all like that. We were all like that. Although I think everybody said, "Don't speak to me again." So there you go. I overreacted a wee bit. I overreacted just a bit. Help! Yeah. Oh, the dogs, eventually, but my ex-husband managed to get a dog, but the farmer would have been able to shoot him, you know, chasing easily. But it looked like an empty field until he went in it, and then bang, 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 all these sheep just all start popping up like that. I was like, whack a sheep, only in a field. The dog's like that away. Sophie's limping about with this cut leg like that. I'm screaming, "The dog! The farmer's going to shoot him!" I think by this point, the couple that were over there, they thought, "Fuck, we need to get out of here." If I've ever seen somebody unstable before, it's that woman right there. Let's get out of here. Let's go and find a nice spot. Oh, so that was a fun picnic. As I say, we all went out happy. By the time, now most of our trips ended up like that. We all went out happy. See, by the time we came home, we were all like that, miserable. All we wanted was a little picnic, just a wee picnic up in the hills. Go for girl. No. But I think Harvey thought there were other Dalmatians because they were white. You know, he was like that, legging it after these sheep were like that, all bounding away. And I'm going, "Oh my God, the farmer's going to kill our dog." Poor Sophie. She's already had a burst fit going, "No, not the dog, not the dog. Sophie, get in the car." Put your fingers in your ears. Just in case. Bang. So that was not fun. That wasn't a fun day. Oh, I don't know where Naked Lady is. I just hope I don't ever see her again. And I haven't seen her since that time. I think she realised that her advances weren't reciprocated. Is that what I'm trying to say? I wasn't one for her advances. Just a normal day for me, Sky. It was just a normal picnic. Yeah, but I don't know why I feel the need to shout it, especially when our foot was all cut and the car was blood all over. Help! We need a doctor now. My husband's going, who are you shouting to? We're up in the house. Get an ambulance immediately. And I'm like, an ambulance wouldn't even be able to go. Can you imagine me phoning an ambulance? We're way up the hills. The ambulance guys. Oh, that was a bad day. I don't think we went a picnic after that. I think that's the last picnic I ever went on, actually. I think that was the last picnic we ever went. Oh. The poor dog, though, and poor Sophie even more. I'm not thinking about it. I'm just overreacting to the max. And then Amanda with the whole ear thing. That was a badging. I was like, the doctor had no right to joke under these circumstances. Oh, I've had some cracking days out. That was a beauty. We did get Harvey back though. Thank God we got Harvey back. And no sheep were injured. But they had all been lying down and we'd been up there for a while and they had all just been lying down in the field and we couldn't see them. Until Harvey went in and it was a field full of sheep, just full, bah. And our Dalmatian, as soon as he seen that, he thought, what the heck, is this other Dalmatian? He thought, playtime. And then I'm thinking about maybe Harvey attacking a sheep, and then, the thought of it. He's killing a sheep now. I can imagine it. He's ragdolling the sheep about the field. Yeah, I'm no good. See if it's a police incident, I'm no good. Oh, there's someone getting shot right there. Shut up, you stop giving the game away. Oh, there's someone now over there shoplifting. That's me. Good morning, lovely Stephanie. Good morning. Yeah, so that was without flavouring. See, I don't need it to be. I really don't. And then it's just that these kind of things always happen to me. Another time, right? Another time. This was a bit bittersweet though, right? This time, it was before we had children. Me and my ex-husband, right? I actually think we were still courting. I don't even think we were married yet. And he had his very first car, which was a Ford Escort, and it was yellow, right? A yellow Ford Escort, and he loved this thing, right? And this one morning he was out and he polished it all, and he put wax on it and everything. It was all sparkling, and we were going to run somewhere, but the two of us ended up fighting with each other, not physically, but arguing with each other. We ended up arguing with each other, right? So I was like that, looking out that window, and he was like that, looking out his window and driving his car and all the rest of it. And he rolled his window down. He rolled his window down like that, and I was still not happy with him. And we were going by this field, and all of a sudden we heard bump, 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 splash, bump, 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 like that. And it was a farmer had been spreading manure on his field. And as we drove by, this manure sprayer sprayed all along his car that he'd spent hours waxing, and came in and actually got him in the face. And he went, the dirty, like that. And I just turned around. I was like that. I thought, good on you, farmer. That's what he needed, a face full of shit. I think you're going to need to wash your car again. I think your car's a wee bit dirty there. It couldn't have been it was the best timing ever. Best time. It was a roll down window, but there was none electric windows back then. He rolled his window down, this car was gleaming. and then thump, 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 splash. Thump, 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 like that, and it was dead dirty. He was like that. Oh. I was on the other side of the car like that. Was that wrong of me? Probably. But I thought, that's karma, bitch. That's karma right there. Don't be arguing with me in the car. He should have known by now that karma would get him. But fun times. See, now you're going, I can understand why this man had to divorce her. I understand why the divorce happened now. It's all coming true. It's all coming to sense. Sky, it was funny. He laughs about it now. He laughs. I don't know what he was more upset with, the face full of manure or his beloved car that he had not only cleaned, waxed and everything, he'd spent hours on his car. It was all full of shit all over it. It was great. Splash, 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 splash. And I never had a bit on me. I was like, oh, did something happen there? Did something happen? No, I thought I better not say a word. I better not say a word. He'll drop me off in the middle of nowhere and just drive away and leave me in the middle of a field or something like that for wolves to come and get. Yeah, I know, Stephanie. I know, I was desperate to say, I think you need to wash your car again, but I thought I better not levitate the situation any further because it was pretty tense. It was a tense affair going back home. We never spoke about it. We never spoke about the incident for a wee while after that. I think he was telling one of his brothers the story, and then I knew it was okay to talk about it. I thought, I'm not mentioning this to him. This is one of the things, family things that we don't share. Golfer girl, it was hard to keep the laugh in because I was desperate to go like that. That's karma for you. Right, but I thought I don't want to have to walk home. And he had to probably slammed the brakes on. Out! I've had enough of you today, out you go. Walk home now. I'll drive away in my car full of shit. Away you go. I thought I better not say a word. But we laugh about it now. These stories all get brought up. See, at Christmas and New Year and stuff, these stories seem to get brought up time and time again. As I say, a lot of times we left the house nice and happy, and see, by the time we were coming home, we were like that, not talking to each other. Just talk to the back of my neck. I can't even look at you anymore. Talk to the back of my neck. Anyway, guys, I think I'm going to go now. I don't know what I'm going to watch today, but it's white outside. I'm waiting on the snow. Hope the snow happens. I'm going to go and watch your wee video. And I'll be back again tomorrow to see you all. So have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'm going to give you all a big kiss. Bye, everyone.